What's up, fellow PyMaths? In this Java video, we're going to be making a simple rock, paper, scissors program. This rock, paper, scissors program is going to be purely console, so unfortunately no graphical interface, but it pretty much will do as it's intended. Play a simple rock, paper, scissors game. So in this rock, paper, scissors program, we're going to be setting the player, which is you or me, versus the computer, which is basically going to be picking out rock, paper, scissors at random. Of course, humans do that, but computers are better at it than humans are. Anyways, enough yapping for me, and let's get to coding. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize a scanner class so that we can make inputs to the console. Then we have to import that scanner class. So after we do that, I'm going to create a while loop. And this while loop is going to check if the game is still going. So we want the user to have the options of either rock, paper, scissors, or be able to quit the game. So we're going to represent the letter Q as being able to quit the game. So while this scanner dot next, we're going to say next is, or next line is not equal to Q. So then we'll keep the game going as long as the user didn't press Q to quit the game because maybe they were bored or they had to leave. Also, we're going to be creating two variables, two integer variables, which is player wins or player win count. I'm gonna initialize that as 0, and computer win count also 0. Or let's also include a draw count. So here we have some options we can do. We can do an if statement, we could do a switch statement, but for simplicity's sake, let's just go with an if statement. So here we're checking if scanner is equal to R. Actually, this part should be equals method, not the actual equal sign, because this is a string. So this one, well, first we're gonna add in an input from the user that prompts them to enter RPRS. R is rock, P is paper, S is scissors, and then Q is quit. And scanner.nextLine.to uppercase because we want to default to uppercase. So if the user puts rock, then we want the computer to make a decision. So we want to do that before, actually. So we're going to be making a math.random. So we call this int computer choice is equal to, going to be casting an integer to this math.random. We're going to have 3 choices. So we're going to be multiplying this math.random by 3 and adding 1. I mean, we don't have to add 1, but just because I've done it before, I'll do that. Basically, what we're going to be doing is that if the computer choice is 1, we're going to assign that as rock. Computer choice is 2, that'll be scissors. That would be paper, rather. And if the computer choice is 3, then that'll be scissors. So there's only going to be 3 options the computer has, which obviously should be the case. Either rock, paper, or scissors. So after that, once we get the player output, we're going to be checking the output for the computer. The player output is rock. And we're going to check if the computer choice, if that's equal to 1, so rock. Actually, let's leave a comment just so that we know what's what. So 1 equals rock, 2 equals paper, 3 equals scissors. If computer choice is 1, then draw count. We're going to increment draw count. Else, if computer choice equals 2, then that's going to be paper, and paper beats rock, so that means we increment the computer win count by 1. Then else, if, well, this should be else because there's only 3 choices, so player win count, we're going to increment that. All right, so we've got that. So now we've done that for rock, and we do that for paper. If our player, which is us, chooses paper, we choose paper, then if the computer choice is 1, which is rock, then after player is going to win. since our paper beats the computer's rock. Else, if the choice is paper, then it's going to be a draw since paper and paper are a tie. Else, if we're paper and the computer is scissors, then the computer wins since scissors chops up paper. Then after that, we do scissors. Just copy this. Then else if our choice is scissors, so if the computer choice is rock, then the computer is going to win. If the computer choice is paper, then we're going to chop up the computer with our scissors. And if the computer choice is scissors, then scissors and scissors pretty much cancel each other out, so we get a draw. And then we want an else condition. Actually, instead of this key, let's make this any key. So you just say any key right here, and we're going to check if the scanner is not r to uppercase equals r, or then it's going to be rps. Actually, this is going to be an and. If it's not r, p, or s, so basically any other key, then we're going to quit out the program. Then else, we're going to break. We can also output the current score as well. So let's do that above the menu. So we have the player win count is player win count variable, and the computer win count is the computer win count variable. Copy that, paste that, and we leave a space in between. Then we can put our result as well. Actually, this should be in the main method, so it's going to be right here. Say final result. Put that in the quotes. Then we just copy this here and here. Then we can put a if statement. If player win count is greater than computer win count, then we just say you win. Else if the computer win count is greater than the player win count, and we say the computer wins. And we can also say something like they are getting too intelligent. Of course, we're playing rock, paper, scissors, but that's for another topic. Then if it's a draw, then we just say tie game, tie match, rather. See if this works and see if there are any errors. Okay, so something went wrong, so I'm going to debug it. All right, so let's add in a number of attempts in the while loop. And this is basically the number of times that we'll be playing the game. And we just play 5 times. Set it as a max of 5, this while loop. Or rather, this is going to be the limit, game limit, number of games limit. And then number of attempts, we set that as 0. Separate out these variables. Then for each game, we're going to be incrementing the number of attempts until it reaches that designated number of 5. All right, and we can also break out of it if we choose any key as well. So let's try running this again. All right, so let's choose rock. We need to give the computer a choice as well, or put it on the screen just so that we know what the computer actually chose, or at least we can see what the computer chose. All right, so we're gonna add our print lines for the computer choice inside this when you make the choice. So computer choice is rock. I'm gonna say rock there. And if it's computer choice is 1, it's rock. Computer choice is 2, is paper. And 3, scissors. I'm gonna delete this. We're gonna do the same for the others. Okay, so we'll see if this works. All right, so we got our prompt. So let's press R. All right, computer choices paper. All right, computer wins that one. Okay, so that looks like it's working. Let's try paper. Okay, so I think I know the issue. I'm gonna try scanner.next instead of next line, because I think that might be the issue that we're seeing here. Let me change this to next. Okay, so that might work, hopefully. All right, let's run this again. Lost count. All right, so we'll just say rock. Okay, so computer chose scissors, rock beat scissors, and we win. Next is paper. Oh, okay, I see. I need to assign a string to the scanner. That's what I should have done ahead of time. Man, string player input. And this is gonna default. So now that we've done that, our player input is going to be scanner dot next dot to uppercase. And then we're going to check if our player input. Wow. So I think this is the solution. So let me see if this works. Clear the console. Okay, let's run it right now and see if this works. All right, so we have press R. All right, so R rock beat scissors. So let's press P. Our paper loses the scissors. Press S. We pick scissors again. So let's press R again. All right, so the computer picked a different choice and we got a tie. So let's press scissors. All right, so we got a draw. We got one, computer got one, and draw count was 3. So let's play again. Press P. Computer seems to like scissors. Press S. Okay, so computer finally chose paper. All right, so press R. All right, so press R again. And press R one more time. Okay, so we got another draw. So we're able to make our rock, paper, scissors program. Again, it's pretty bare bones, but essentially what we have here, just gonna quickly explain, is that we have a scanner that we're gonna be using to put an input to the console, and then we have our variables for the player count, win count, computer win count, and draw count. Then we have our number of attempts, which initialize at 0, and the number of games limit that we want to go to, which is 5. And we use that in our while loop. So as long as the number of attempts is less than the number of games limit, then we'll continue to keep playing unless we press some other key to quit the game. And then after that, we get some prompts to know how much what the score is. And then we have our choice for the rock, paper, scissors. Then we have our player input, which is a string, and after that uses a scanner object. And then after that, we have our computer choice, which is basically a choice of numbers 1, 2, and 3. 1 representing rock, 2 representing paper, and 3 representing scissors. And if the player input, if our input is equal to rock, then we check the computer's choice. And if the player input is equal to either R, P, or S, so rock, paper, scissors, then we check the computer choice if it's rock, paper, or scissors. And depending on what it is, we'll either get a player win, a computer win, or a draw, and then we'll be incrementing that as well. That's pretty much the rock, paper, scissors program. Again, it's not as simple as I thought it'd be, but it's not something that's overly difficult as well. And I'm sure you'll be able to get it. It's a good practice to becoming a better programmer. All right, if this video was of any value to you, then please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.